Dr. Rogers and fellow classmates. Greetings from Connecticut, where it's currently a balmy 9 degrees outside. My name is Mark Keyworth, and I'm originally from a little town in upstate New York called Corinth. It sits right on the Hudson River, and its claim to fame is it is the gateway to the Adirondack State Park. I graduated high school in 1976 and went on to Hudson Valley Community College, where I earned an Associate of Arts degree in physical education in 1979. I then went on to State University of New York, Cortland, where I pursued my bachelor's degree in physical education with the intent of being a phys ed teacher when I graduated. I made it through one semester and decided that I was burned out on school and wanted to do something else. So I joined the U.S. Army. I'm a 17-year veteran of the United States Army, and while in the Army, I got to see some truly amazing places and some truly awful places. I went to Desert Shield and Desert Storm and Somalia, where I got in country 2 days after the Black Hawk Down incident. Those were the truly awful places. The truly great place that I got to be stationed was in Germany, where I spent 6 years. And I was in Germany when the Berlin Wall came down. It was amazing to live a little bit of history, and it was a huge party when it did come down. The Germans really know how to party. After leaving the Army, I went to work for Lockheed Martin in California, and I spent 3 years there and then moved to Fort Bragg, North Carolina to continue working for them. And in 2006, I decided that I wanted to pursue the goal I'd set back in 1976, and that's to get my degree and become a teacher. So I went back to school with Ashford and got my bachelor's degree in organizational management with an education concentration. I then went on and got my master's of arts in education with a curriculum and instruction specialization. Once I had my master's, I started researching what I really needed to do to become a teacher, and found that I needed at least 30 semester hours in a content area. So I went back to Ashford and got a second bachelor's degree in history. But 4 degrees wasn't enough. I decided I wanted a fifth. So here I am getting a Master's of Arts in Curriculum and Instruction, with my intent of really becoming a teacher at some point. I'm a member of the Golden Key International Honor Society and the Alpha Lambda Sigma Honor Society at Ashford University. I currently work for the largest helicopter manufacturing company in the world, Sikorsky Helicopter, who coincidentally is now owned by Lockheed Martin. In my current position, I'm a senior instructional designer and developer. And I know that's a big title, but basically what I do is I manage a courseware supplier and review and approve courseware they supply to Sikorsky for use on a United States Air Force contract that we have. I review things like lesson plans, study guides, tests, student handouts, programs of instructions, syllabi, and the list goes on. I also take part in needs analyses, front-end analysis, and media selection functions. Excuse me. My goals are pretty simple. I have 3 short-term goals. That's finish this degree, which I will in September, pass the practice exams required for teachers, and gain lateral entry into a school in North Carolina where I'm looking to move. My long-term goal is complete the program of instruction that the Alternative Licensing Center sets up for me within the allotted time and gaining my permanent professional educator's license. Excuse me. The final project's going to be both interesting and challenging. Interesting because I've never created an intervention for somebody. It's going to be challenging because I've never been in a classroom where someone needed an intervention. So it's going to be a double-edged sword for me. I hope, if I get nothing else, I can out of this class, I can create a intervention that's going to help me help my niece. She's a fourth grader in North Carolina, and she does not read to grade level. She struggles with reading, and every time she tries to read, you can see the frustration. So much so that many times she'll throw the book down and walk away almost in tears saying she's dumb, and she's not. She's a victim of the teachers at her school that don't have the time or didn't want to take the time to help her, create an intervention and help her so she could read at grade level. So that's what I'm going to focus on, creating an intervention that I can use to help my niece read to grade level and get her self-esteem back. I look forward to reading your posts, debating the issues with you, and getting your feedback, because that's the way I learn. Most of you are professional educators, and I value the feedback that you give, and I learn from your posts. So thank you in advance for that. Good luck in class. Look forward to seeing you in the classroom. Have a great night.